As we continue to mourn the very great and talented, he console with him the chalice of God, the Holy Grail himself.
Biafran warrior, freedom fighter man, Igonso is our hero, Igonso in a resting at the paradise.
You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland. Your legacy lives on.
You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, benevolent soldier. My brother, you will live on. Because you will live on. Because you are a hero.
What you never had it.
Never did it for us. Because
To be avenged, because it is appointed unto man to die only but once. It is the way you die that matters. It is the way you exit the stage that matters.
The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost heart. You just have to say goodbye, my hero.
You left us, but you live on.
No bogo, ante kwala Biafra, njinji jeji, ala juroyi, iya inuruta, ESN commander, umunne rarayanye, konsanwala.
You are remorseless. You offended nobody, but they choose to kill you. You offended nobody, but they choose to kill you. We revenge them.
There will be no mercy. There will be no mercy, I'm telling you that because no. Let that heaven fall. Let him all perish. That is the will and the wish of the Most High in the evening.
Because your death will be remembered.
As Biafrans mourn you, the whole world mourns you too.
It truly pains my heart that you are no more.
You are a hero.
The shock can never go out from my heart that you are no more. Continue fighting.
You are a hero.
Your sacrifices will never be forgotten. We will get Biafra. Reincarnate soon.
And the council will be avenged without apologies to any idiot wherever in the world. And work is ongoing to that effect. And we're not going to stop until the heads are complete. 2,000 of them.
Hello, good morning everybody. Good morning fellow Biafran. Good morning viewers all over the world. You're welcome to this morning edition. Good morning to everybody around the world. Good afternoon and good night wherever you might be based on your time zone. My name is Ikem Patrick Dike, and I will be bringing you a series of interactive session this evening. Uh, we would be analyzing issues. There is something that happened in Niger State where people were being forcefully converted to Islam, and we'll be talking about that. And also, we'll be picking up a series of allegations, blackmail. We'll be discussing a lot of issues. So I hope you join us. Help us share this program, make it go round. With me is Mazi Solomon Peter. Mazi Solomon, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Mazipat. Is my voice coming out?
Yeah, your voice is coming out clear, loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hey, Biafra. I
Oh, hey,
bring
Biafra.
greeting to the lovers of freedom all over the world, to IPOP family all over the world, lovers of Mazin Nandekano and haters of Mazin Nandekano. I bring greeting to you because I know whenever we come here, you always come around to join us. So we bring greeting to all of you. Thank you for all of you who will be who will be listening to us this evening at my own end. I also greet all of you who will be sharing this very program, because I'm telling you, there is nobody that can compare to you that is sharing this program. Nobody. You are doing the hardest job. The hardest job. And we greet you this evening. Wish that you share this program once again. And to all of you that are commenting in the platform while the program is going on, you are doing wonders. We also greet you. Don't forget to send your comment. Say it the way you feel. Make your suggestions. Make your argument. You go through your comment. And the world who we are listening to this very program, also go through your comment anytime you are sending comment in this very program. So IPOP family, also go through your comment. They are hearing what you are saying. They are hearing your comment. They are hearing your argument. And so therefore, try to do one tonight. You are welcome into this very program. Just before we proceed, Mazipat, there is something I just want to say as we proceed in this very program, because we will be talking a lot of things in the side of rubbing minds together. I want everybody who is listening us to know that we are not in a representative capacity. We are not the spokespeople or spokesman of IPOP. We are only here to sample our opinion. We are only here to make suggestions. We are only here to analyze things in our own way. So if you know more than what we are analyzing here, better. But we are here also to make the best contributions as we can. So thank you very much. Anything you hear us say here does not mean that this is what IPOB has said, or decision that IPOB has taken. Is still our own opinion. And just as your comment is coming, is also your own opinion. But we are here to analyze things, and it will be very good enough if you follow and listen to us, and we will also listen through your comments. I don't think that people will be calling in tonight. Not too sure how Mazipat is prepared, but as we go, we'll see what happened. So I believe every one of us participated in the question and answer yesterday morning, evening at my end. I think morning in Biafran land.
Yeah.
I think every one of us follow. That is excellent. There is something I want to comment there before we proceed. For some of you who think that what we are doing here is because we are afraid of death. I want you to revisit that question and answer again. When somebody call in and say to Mazi that there is somebody who is predicting or prophesying that said that some people will give him poison, that is just advising him to be careful of his life. If you have followed that question and answer, you will discover that that is one of the things that Mazin Nandekano did not give attention to. Because Mazin Nandekano is not a person you can threaten him with death. Everyone in this very struggle must first of all conquer death. And when that happened, then the scripture was open to me. While Jesus was talking about his suffering and how he's going to die for the sins of the world, a man rised up as his disciple to stop that comment, thinking he's doing favor to Jesus Christ. But the moment he said, Lord, you cannot die, instead we fight for you. And what did Jesus said? Satan, go behind me. So I just want to comment because that scripture was open. The way Mazi ignored that very threat. There is nobody in this very struggle that you can threaten him with death. There's no genuine person in this struggle that you will threatening for death, with death. Not even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot threaten him with death. We have already laid down our life for this very cost. We have laid down our life for this very cost. Read the Acts of Apostles. When Paul came to a certain place, a man took his belt and bind himself hand and foot and said, so shall the owner of this belt be bound in Rome. But what was the response of Paul? Paul said, I am not only ready to be bound by bound anywhere, but I'm equally ready to die for this gospel. Until you come to the point where you have conquered death, then fear can never be found around you. So if you are still entertaining faith, entertaining death, or thinking, they are going to kill me, I'm going to die, those things are the things that can drain the spirit of this very struggle. For you to remember death, or for you to be afraid of death. We are not afraid of death, and no one should threaten us with death. We have already laid down our life for this very cause. The reason is because whether we succeed or we fail, I want to say something to you this very night. We have made attempt, and the upcoming generation can never call us a coward. They can never remember us and say, those people who has gone ahead of us, who are here before us, they are coward, because this injustice was melted against their people, and they do nothing. So we have cleared our name, and Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has cleared his name, that there will be no generation that will come that will look at the step, the bold step, the fearlessness, and the job that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has done, that could say that our generation are coward, and we did nothing. Just like some people who have been here before us that saw all this injustice, and yet they do nothing. So death is not our problem in this very struggle. The only challenge we have in this struggle is to restore Biafra. That is the only challenge before us. Death is nothing. So calling to advise Mazin Nnamdi Kanu about who will put poison for him or who will not put poison for him, I don't think that any fear of death exists in the mind of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if you haven't come to that very point where you don't remember death anymore, then if you haven't come to that very point, you haven't started in this very struggle. You are still grumbling. You are still struggling. So you need to come above death. That is the only way and the only time you can make maximum impact for this very struggle. Thank you very much. That is the thing I want to relate, because every time Moazi come online, I always take something home. That is what I took home from that very broadcast, that death is not the issue here, because we have already taken it upon ourselves not to be a coward, but to be brave and die as a brave people. Thank you very much
Yeah,
as we
Maz,
proceed in
thank you very
discussion
much.
today.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say that Nkaide Obundo. Already. So let's move in very fast into the issue of discussion. Mazi, we saw a video trending of women being forced into forceful conversion of Islam in Niger State. Mazi, is it right for anybody to be forcefully converted into religion by terrorism? Is it right?
Mazi, we thank God for the gift of days. We thank God, really thank God for the gift of days, because the more days comes, the more everything that we have discussed in this very program and whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has told us, the more days come, the more those things come into reality. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was preaching about Islamizations of Nigeria, the agenda of Islamization of Nigeria, people disagreed. Even somebody like Amechi came out and said that he is a Catholic, and he was asking a question in one of the program. He was fushed and said he's a Catholic, he's still a Catholic, and the president has not converted him. He did not understand until this time that has come, and they cannot hide it anymore. They cannot hide it anymore. So the Islamization of Nigeria, because listen, the adults in the house, they know how to hide their intentions. And the intention discussed in the house, they know how to hide it. But kids, when you discuss such intention with the kids, they will not know, they may not know how to hide it. Like when somebody was telling me something one time ago, that a child, the father, somebody that the father of a child was owing, when the person come, the child went and meet his dad, say, so person is looking for you, and say, go and tell that person that I am not around. Now, the father, if you have allowed an adult to deliver that very message, the adult would have coded that message, and he will go and tell the stranger that my dad is not around. But because they are shy, their limit of understanding and their limit of education at that very level is very low. So the child goes to the door and told the person who came that my dad told me to tell you that he is not around. So he was thinking he was delivering the message of his father without knowing that at the same time he's exposing the agenda of his father. So we say that all of these people, they are involved in this very game. And the base that the people who you see today that they are using as their gunmen, as their foot soldiers, they are not as diplomatic. They are not as diplomatic as those ones sitting in the government are, because those ones that are sitting in the government, they are a bit diplomatic. Okay, they are not coming open as to tell you this is what we want. They look the corner way and the easiest way that the law supported them to achieve the same agenda. but all of them are working towards one thing. So now those ones that are now the foot soldiers, they cannot be patient anymore for these people who are in government eating money and not implementing their agenda very fast, because so many ways they have tried to carry this very agenda. Radio Biafra has been mashed them one to one and be able to expose them every time they are making the attempt. But our people are not getting the message. So these people now, they cannot take it anymore. They cannot wait for those ones in the government, those ones that are ruling Nigeria now, to implement Islamization of all Nigeria. They cannot wait anymore. So they want to do it by force. So they want to show that this is exactly what they plan and they are ready to carry it out. So this is what is happening. So therefore, at this very point, the message that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has preached to the entire indigenous people in Nigeria has already have something to show that this is exactly what he was saying, that people choose not to understand. Islamization of Nigeria. That is what is going on. And this is what is going to be implemented in Biafran land if you refuse to fight. This is what is going to be implemented in Oduduwa land if you refuse to fight. This is what is going to be implemented in the Middle Belt. So they are already in the Middle Belt now. They are implementing it in the Middle Belt. Very soon it will be implemented in Benue. Very soon it will be implemented everywhere in Nigeria if you did not fight. If you did not fight. So that is a reality. That is something to validate the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That shows you that people who claim that he is a noise maker, that he is he's speaking a hate speech, they could come to reality now. Because so this is an evidence of what has been said. That means if this one can happen today, if they can show it openly, it can happen today, then there is nothing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said in Radio Biafra that will not come to pass. That will not happen right in your eyes. In 2015, he's telling you that they are coming to take power, not to build a school or build road, not to advance your life, not to create job, but they are coming to kill you. They are coming to take your land. Mazi said it while the APC government is coming with Buhari, and he said it. And what are you seeing today? What are you seeing today? Exactly what he said. So it is time for all Africa and every indigenous person in Nigeria to listen. Go, even by this very time, Mazi, I'm telling you, all the broadcast of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Radio Biafra should be put into book or into tape. We should direct to people at this time where they can go and buy the messages that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has preached as to regard to Nigeria, as to regard to the agendas of the Fulanis. People need to go. People need to get access to it, because now that we are talking, you might think these Biafran people, they have come again, but everything that he taught us and we keep preaching it even in this very platform has always come to pass. So today, that thing that you see, you think, this thing cannot happen in our people. This thing cannot happen in Abakaliki. This thing cannot happen in Anambra State. That is where they are going. You need to know that where they are going is the same as is being preached in Radio Biafra, that they are walking towards dipping their R1 into Atlantic Ocean. They want to cover all Nigerians and they forcefully convert everybody into Islam. This is the reason why they are fighting. This is the reason why they are busy doing all the suicide bombing, killing all the villages and burning all the people. Because they are in the game together. They are running out of patience. The one that grabbed power, they were not implementing this thing as soon as they wanted it. So now they are taking it upon themselves to establish it, and it's not gonna stop until most of you who are sitting as a coward in the Southerners are being overrun by these very people. You are not going to do it by your will. And that's why I was saying to Mazipat, when they are responding to Mbaka, all of them want one Nigeria because they are getting money. They are positioned in power. But they want one Nigeria not by creating a job for people, not by creating a conducive environment for the business people and for investors, not by building road, not by building institutions, educational institutions, infrastructures, not by building hospital, health facilities. Is not by, they are not coming to, they are not want one Nigeria by building bridges. They want one Nigeria by gun, by intimidation. The only time you will see them with one Nigeria is when they will send their aircraft to go and strike the innocent indigenous people. When they will be sent with their machine gun, as the one we saw that happened at Owerri Road, Opiweka, they are shooting on people's houses. That is when they want, that is how they want one Nigeria, with gun and intimidation, not by developing the land or creating job for the people. Thank you, Maz.
Mobil. Đây buka. Ah.
Telephone number. I think I will let mention it.
Mazi, this is the situation in Niger State as at this moment. Free movement of Boko Haram, ISIS West Africa, community that they have conquered. You see how they are just, they have taken over the place. And the government is not even challenging them as saying, going to wipe them out. This is
Yes, yes, Maz, there is something I want to let our people know this hour. These people you are looking at now, the kind of light that is in your mind, education, civilization that is in your mind that can make you to reason or think something better is not the same with these people that you are looking at now. They are human, but they cannot reason like you. There is no light of civilizations or something that can tell person that there is other way, and there is nothing like that. These people, their heart is full of darkness. Darkness. They have no reason. They have no ability to reason. The light that is shining in your heart, like when you approach it, I don't know if you have met wild animals. Now, when you are looking at dog, though the dog can be instructed or trained to some extent to behave or remember what you are asked the dog to do, but there is no way a dog can be able to respond to you as a human being, have the sense of reasoning. You can see that is just the way. When you see animals, they are animals. You cannot sit with them to discuss or to talk anything, because they don't have the level of the intelligence that you have. You see things, you can be able to create a situation, know what to do, know how to calm down. These people, they have no such thing. The reason is because the way they are raised, they have no such civilization in their mind. They have no sense of reasoning. Violence is the only thing that they can think or they can reason. Killing is the only thing they can think or they can reason. These are the category of the people that you are looking at here, that are carrying gun, that are Fulani herdsmen, that are Boko Haram terrorists, that are all terrorists in the north. This is just, the way you are looking at yourself as a human, you can diversity, you can reason, these people don't have that ability in them. So for you to know that there is nothing that can happen to stop them, nothing. The agenda, they are moving towards the agenda, unstoppable. Like, as you can remember, to run to Israel, to run to British or to America, to start a new life, they have no such reason. All that is in their mind is that thing that they are told. We must conquer them and force them to become Islam, so that as they become Islam, forever they are slaves, because they will ever be taken. See, since the time the Fulanis, with this kind of notion, with this kind of understanding, they conquer the Hausa territory, forever Hausa is taking instruction from them. All the town and the villages of Hausas, they have never given up leadership. They dominate them. They install their emir. There is nothing you can do in those towns, in those villages, without the approval of the emir. Without the approval of the emir, they never give Hausa people back their villages. They never give them back their town. They never give them back their territory that they conquered. And after they have conquered Hausa, they went and brought Fulanis all over, and they occupied Hausa land. Today, they are the one commanding everybody in Hausa land. They did it successful. And this is the mindset they have. that if they can conquer that vast territory of Hausa land, that they can conquer every other part of southern Nigeria. The only thing that are stopping them up to this very time, that are resisting the Fulanis after they have taken over power in 2015, is IPOP. Is the engagement of IPOP. If not by the engagement of IPOB, by now, Nigeria is a story. They would have dipped. By now, they are run. The Fulanis are run, would have been in the Atlantic Ocean. We are not talking about religion here. Mark it. That the Islam of Fulani is not as Islam as a religion. No. They only see it as a backup. That when the Europeans wanted to conquer Africa, they also come with religion. Because you must do something, you must hold on things that you can use to control the conscience. Because where the real battle is in your mind. In that place where your conscience walk. Once they succeeded in intimidating your conscience, once they succeeded in controlling your conscience, they control your mind. They control your belief system. Because your conscience is weak. Because your conscience cannot resist what they will tell you to do and how they will want you to do it. So that is why they are anchoring themselves in that Islamic religion. And to prove to you how bad Islam in Nigeria is, this member of Islam in Nigeria who see the wickedness of the Fulanis who are trying to kill indigenous people, anchoring on Islam. Yet people who think they are genuine Muslims are not speaking out, are not taking fight against this devilish and wicked Islam that the Fulanis are operating, that created Boko Haram, that created all the terrorists in the north. And those who are in our land saying Islam is good for them, and those who are in our land and claiming to defend Islam, they are not speaking forth or taking fight against these Fulanis who anchored in the religion they claim to be good to them. They claim to be a good religion. They are not taking fight against this Fulani. Instead, they are making sympathies. They are sympathizing with these Fulanis who has ignored every human right and believe in intimidation, in killing, and anchoring in Islam. And these people who say they are good Islam, they are not taking fight against the Fulanis in Yoruba land. They are still being intimidated by Satwano Sokoto, who they know that he is the Fulani man. Can I just answer this call? Hello, Avis. I will call. Mazipat, can you still hear me? Because I'm not hearing you when you are talking. Check if your mic, is muted.
I muted myself, but now I have unmuted. Thank you very much for calling my attention to that. Okay, now, so Mazi, Thank you very much. I wanted to see, do we take the clip of Father Mbaka response to the to Garba Shehu, or which one do we start with? Mazi Solomon. I wanted us to just give a little touch on that. We all heard what Father Mbaka said, his response to Garba Shehu, and there are certain things that he said that were actually very, very, very interesting. And it would have been nice if we can take that clip. But before we take that,
Mazi Pat, just before you take that clip,
yes,
there is something I'm saying about Islam that I need to conclude this very way. Now, because most people who claim, because we are not condemning Islam as a religion here, like as we know, everybody has the freedom of worship. So anything, even people in our land, we there is our tradition and traditional religion before the Christianity. But so many people are Christians today, and some are also into the native tradition. So, and there is so many religions that is not only Christian, or there is Hindus, and there is so many religions, so including Islam. But the truth remains that every Islamic religion in Nigeria is a suspect today. Ask me why. They are suspect because the Fulani, the killers, the Fulani, the terrorists, the Boko Haram, the terrorists, and every other terrorist in the north, both the ones they have sent to the south, all of them are anchoring, the killers, all of them are anchoring on Islamic religion. To their activities, they are all anchoring on Islamic religion. So now the Islamic religion in our land is contaminated. So no Islamic religion in our land that can be trusted now, because it has been contaminated by the Fulanis. So Islam cannot be trusted. Activity of Islam in our land cannot be trusted. There is no mosque or institution of Islam in our land that can be trusted at this very moment. Because the people who are commanding the affairs of Islam in Nigeria, they are all terrorists, contaminated individuals, extremists. And the good ones who are genuinely felt like there is God in that very religion in Nigeria, they are not speaking. That means all of them has been contaminated or been intimidated. So anywhere you see Islam at this very point, we will still cooperate. The good Islam will still come to our land, and the some of our people might equally ended up becoming a good Islam. But the Islam you have in Nigeria today is a contaminated one. If you trust them, it is on your own expense. If you trust anybody because he's a Muslim in Nigeria today, then there is every tendency that you are trusting terrorists who will finally force you finally force you to be converted against your wish. So now they said in Afibo, they build their school there. They build Islam school there. It cannot be trusted. If you are trusting that and said it is good in our land, it is good. I want to tell you that it is the same, the Islam schools that are built on the north. That is where they raise the terrorists. That is where they breed the terrorists that are eating them up today, that are forcing people to be converted against their wish. So the one that you build in Afipo, in Abakaleke, can never be different. Can never be different. The one built by Asari Dokubo can never be trusted, because it's the same mosque, it's the same institution, the same school in which they breed the terrorists. So for now, we are not against Islam, but the Islam in Nigeria cannot be trusted. Cannot be trusted, because they have breeded multiple terrorist front. They have created multiple terrorist front. You can trust Muslim in Dubai. Go to other places where Islams are real religion. You can go there and trust them, but you will not trust the Islam that is in Nigeria now. Everywhere has been contaminated. They are hiding, the terrorists are hiding under this very religion to bring destruction to the indigenous people of the land. So if you are trusting them, you're exposing your family, your community into danger. Don't trust anything they build, because they pass through it. They hide under it. Anyway, anything they build in your village is a place of prayer. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. You can be attacked from that very small portion you say people are coming to pray. Your village can be attacked from there. They might be harvesting human mind that will eventually attack your village with what they are teaching and what they are teaching people in that very corner. That is all you need to know. That is all you need to know. It is a hideout. If you don't know, they can come into your community with the name, we want to build here, and that place where they build, they will pass all their terrorists. They will harvest the mind of people in your community and raise terrorists among them. Because all the terrorists were raised in the mosque, including Isa. In Maz, you know that I always fell with that his last name. He said Pantami.
Isa Pantami.
Including Isa Pantami, that are holding your information. They are all raised in the mosque. In the mosque. There is no single Fulani killer that is not being raised and taught from the mosque. So there is no mosque or Islam practice that can be trusted in Nigeria. Fulani are the one controlling the affairs of all the Muslims. Satuano of Sokoto give one command everywhere. They will go the same. Because even people who answer Okeke, Okafo, Okenkwo, who are Muslim in your land, their conscience has already been harnessed by that very religion. So they are bound by what Satuano of Sokoto tell them. If Satuano of Sokoto tell them today, go and kill all the people in your village, they are ready to do that. Because their conscience has already been...
In the name of Allah.
In the name of Allah. So anywhere they are building school in your village, know that the terrorists that you are hearing today, so some of you who doesn't have ear, the terrorists you are hearing today killing people in the north, burning houses, converting people by force, they are all taught in the mosque. They are all taught in Nigerian Islamic school. That is where they are taught. That is where they are raised. So if you trust the one in your community, then you are putting the life of your people in danger. That is what I have to say for Islam. For the one they build in Abakaleke, if you think you are in safe heaven
for now,
for keeping that very
at the moment,
institution, around you, around your community. For now, we are not talking about. We are not at the moment. We are not talking about. We are not talking about Islam as a religion. We are talking about the Islam in Nigeria that is breeding terrorists, that raising terrorists, that are anchoring in those mosques that are being built around everywhere in Nigeria. You cannot trust the Islamic religion that is in Nigeria. It's not the same you see in Saudi Arabia. It's not the same in Dubai. It's not the same Islam. These are Fulani Islam. And those mosques and those institutions is a very big access. Very soon, even the people who are okay for in that very thing, you will see there will be no peace in your community if they are being allowed.
But by the way, I told them that the man who actually from that Islamist institution, the Islamic school in Ebonyi, the man who instituted that school was an Igbo man, possibly with a very good intention. But today, that school has been hijacked by a fundamentalist, a terrorist element. That place has become a breeding ground today. The purpose for the creation of that school was different from what we are seeing today. That school has become a threat to the immediate community that is even harboring it. Mazi Solomon, while we round up and move to the issue of Mbaka.
Yeah, we are rounding up, but okay. Mikel is actually disagreeing with what I'm saying. Is okay. You can disagree now. I know when Mazin Nandekan was talking about Islamization of Nigeria 8 years ago, all of you disagreed. But when it starts happening, you will come to agree. We cannot waste much time. We have already delivered our message. There is no Islam in Nigeria that can be trusted at this very time because all the Fulani terrorists are anchoring in Nigeria Islam, the kind of Nigeria Islam. And that is not the true Islam. That is not the true Muslim Islamic religion. So you must know that. Whether you believe or not, we will wait for you at the end of the
end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mazi. Let's move on. Let's move on to other issues that we come here to discuss.
Thank you very much, Mazi. There is a clip of Mbaka. I would like us to take the audio clip, very brief. We analyze it and we move to Raf UWAZURIKE. Meanwhile, let's take Mbaka's audio clip here.
Of the Adonai. Women are not on social media, so Ghana cover. Amen. Oh, my son, much of in Buruburu's administration, the whole church are united and all are taken care of. Oh, Makanna, Makoya Bonna, Enugu. Abonotabo Ghana will not be talking about this. So he who is protecting the youths from being molested and their blood being shed. Okay, my answers. Over for the youth in that or on Enugu, we will happen the Enugu. Moro Yenugu, so my own understanding. So Chukuga Gozilla here. And don't you have an neighbor? My neighbor will take Enugu's way joy. Even visitors who are not Enugu people are enjoying the blessings of the Wawa land, thanks to his ingenious, paternal, and fraternal leadership. Amen. Amen. So, you will like a fairy to go as a Chineke goes here. This goes ever Ghana, Koreaka. Always there, like last week, I said, the governor should sit up ahead. Why should father say it? What do you mean? Open in a kill match. The Mbaka na Granada by last time. Mbaka je na bele Granada by ha 3-0. Now, ndị Granada bịazi be Mbaka ha. Ebas match ọzọ on Thursday. Ndị mụ na ha nọ sị Mbaka should sit up. If they relax, thinking that they have won this match on the bench, Granada will defeat them. Mbaka came out with unhealthy pride and arrogance. Upon her by 3-0. Messi Bruce, so you won't go. Ndị Mbaka relax, they are now about pam.
Hapugoda call Mbaka, ka anyị get.
N'ụzọ dị iche iche.
Ka anyị get
na anyị were ọzọ direction nkịta abụkwa anyanwụ. We have road here is governance all around the ministry. From here down to Nike Lake.
Mazi, I'm trying to see how to pick the real spot of discussion we want to involve in.
Papa Prof.
You know? Let's see how we can actually talk about the main issue. By the way, Mazi, we saw the response of Father Mbaka to...
I don't even know these people. I just came to you and said, can I help them reach the government?
Okay, hold on, please. Let's see if we can take it from here. Because it's very, very important. We listen to refresh our memory.
Whether there is insecurity or not, whether there are good hospitals.
Okay, let's take it from here and see.
Papa, na Chineke nara mkpụrụ obi ha na ndokwa dịka papa m Ogbuefi Humphrey Mbaka ke ndị papa ha nwere ndị otu m fatherless gbaa afọ papa gị Papa Prof ndị papa ha ngo were aka elu ndị nke agadi ndụ chidi aka ka Chineke chekwa the fatherless bịa bụrụ nna dịrị na ezinụlọ na-ewero nna n'aha Jizọs ngwa na papa ha ka dị were aka elu ka Chukwu chekwa ebe na ndị aka ha dị n'elu na papa ha nwụkarịrị ndị papa ha dị ndụ. This is amazing. May the Lord protect the living in Jesus' name. So we bless all of you and pray for God's security that is optimal, that in this Mass God will grant our fathers peace, love, that they will take good care of their wives and their wives should take good care of them, that the fathers should provoke peace in their families. Where you are not doing well, you begin to do well. And the ever doing well fathers, may God bless you. But the never doing well, may you begin to do well in Jesus' name. May the Lord grant healing to the sick among you and prosper all of you amazingly in Jesus' name. E nwere ndị papa ọnwụ dị n'ezinụlọ ha enipụ onye enipụ onye a ka ị ghara ịdị ndụ, may you not be alive burying your children. Thank you, Jesus. Finally, as we celebrate the Father's Day, may God the Father be the father of your own family. Adonai Elohim El Shaddai. He was with Abraham and Abraham lacked nothing. He was with Isaac, Isaac lacked nothing.
People are asking that I should fast forward it, but I want you to be patient.
Yeah, because I even wonder, that there is no time here for me to be here, and you are taking a very long story. You should have edited the voice you wanted to play, so we go straight to the point.
I have been waiting for them to challenge any of the things I said. What they call it in philosophy is fallacy of ad hominem. Fallacy of mere argumentum ad hominem. You allow the truth to be hidden. Then you started attacking the person who said the truth. You don't attack the messenger. Challenge the truth, whether there is insecurity or not, whether there are good hospitals in the country or not. What are you talking about? How God has loved us and saved us from corona. And our leaders, some of our leaders are becoming the corona we are suffering from. What are they talking about? Are we not hungry? Is there employment opportunity for the youth as ought to be? The money they are packing for the election, if they use it to build industries, shan't our youth have places to work? What are they talking about? And when they talk about giving for an Mbaka contract, I don't want to talk about that because I was laughing. It's a laughable, childish accusation. Whoever is saying that is a shame to himself and shame to the people he's representing. Father Mbaka's voice came from the spiritual. So what I'm saying is unchallengeable. Why I have been silent, I was waiting for them to change until God said, speak. There are some messages that are like dew, some are like rain, but some of them are like thunder. Anybody who is challenging that message is challenging the God of thunder. And you should be careful. The Father Mbaka who was speaking is not just a priest, but by the special grace of God the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, under the Holy Ghost anointing, is a job provider. Yes. To the glory of God, those that are benefiting from me every month, direct salary owners, are not less than 23,000 people. So, if I can be paying not less than 23,000 youths, giving them food, direct workers, I mean direct workers, not indirect. My packers and loaders, I pay them every 2 weeks. And I thank the governor for giving us the enabling environment. That's why you should be praying for Father Mbaka. Amen. That's why I was crying over Ugoyama. It's a death trap for all of us who have investments there. My investments are evangelical investments. I don't do what I hide. I am helping the church through labor provision to win souls. So, the person who is challenging for Mbaka, how many people are you feeding? So if I talk, you talk? Because the government is paying you. Do you know how many people I'm paying? So before you challenge me when I talk about unemployment, I am an employer. Amen. So this is what I am praying that the leaders should join me or encourage me. So somebody talking about giving for the Mbaka contract. I started laughing. The 3 men he talked about, I'm not here to defend anybody's stupid allegation. But God used that man to tell the world that Buhari's government is not giving me money. You see how God works. Shehu, may God bless you for telling everybody that you're not giving me a contract. And these are the three men we brought that were handling security for the country. They had the gadgets. In the China, they have the facilities. That was during the first administration. And they said they will help them in conquering insecurity. They had the platform to end insecurity in this country under one move. Under Abakiari, I just handed them over to the government people. They denied them of this. I don't even know these people. They just came to Enugu and said, can I help them reach the government? At the level of insecurity in this country, and how Nigeria have been shipping their oil out, refining them and bringing them back, that we are losing, that they have all it takes to revive the oil apparatus in the country and get the whole youth employed. And the issue of killing and insecurity will die. These are the three people they rejected their offer, since they know how to talk. Am I begging them? You don't know how many people I feed? For the glory of God, since they want to hear, even without them giving me money, I don't beg them. As I said, I put my hands on the altar and told everybody, I don't have their number. Fortunately, they reported that they denied me of the contract. Which contract? Under Bakiario. Do they know how many widows I'm paying for their house rent? Do they know how many students I'm paying for their school fees, home and abroad? Since they know how to talk. If a single individual, a priest for that matter, who doesn't have a child, a biological child, can be doing this, the federal government should do more. I talked about hospital. Last time I went and saw one bungalow they are building down there. They said it's the federal government. I almost knocked it down. What am I doing with that rubbish? I have promised God I'm going to give the church in Enugu Diocese and the church in Nigeria the best hospital in Africa. And to the glory of God, I must do it. Inshallah. What are they talking about? With the support of the government of Enugu. God has given me the grace for the projects I want to do, has given the ingenuity and the creativity and the courage. So, and the courage is unstoppable. If they are worried that I'm blessing Mbaka, wherever he is, God not blessing him. He's breathing. He's healing. He sleeps and wakes up. Is he not blessing? Or is he not my brother? Spiritually, is he not my son? So what's their problem? And they are busy branding people and communities terrorists, terrorists, terrorists. If what is happening in Kaduna, happening in Kano, happening in Nasarawa, happening in Meduguri, happening in Benue, happening in Niger, all these places are branded terrorist, terrorist, terrorist states. Will the whole Nigeria not be branded a terrorist country? Do they know the meaning? So let them be careful in their choice of words and be wise. If anybody says the truth, the person becomes a terrorist.
Mazi, if anybody says the truth, the person becomes a terrorist. Mazi, a lot of things.
Thank you, Sting. Thank you so much, Mazi Patrick. I hope I can just give my own contribution because my time is running, very fast. From what Mbaka said, we just need to cut the long story short. Okay. We promised to support Mbaka, and our leader, Onyendumazen Nandekano, has already also ensured us that we need to support Mbaka. We support Mbaka because we want to prove a point. And the point that we want to prove is this, that anybody in Biafran land that required a support, a genuine support, should get it from IPOP. IPOP are the only people who can support you genuinely. What I mean genuinely is that we are not supporting you because we need any favor from you, but we are supporting you from the depth of our heart, that even if you don't have time to say thank you or to reward us, we will still support you. So now, to bring to contest the response of Mbaka, I said early that they wanted Nigeria by killing people, by shooting innocent people, throwing them into prison, arresting innocent people, throwing them into prison, making the life of people to be as if they are in hellfire. This is how they want Nigeria. They don't want Nigeria by creating a job, providing a solution to the crisis or the challenges that the indigenous people in Nigeria goes through. No way. They don't want Nigeria that way. They don't want a progressive Nigeria. They don't want a Nigeria where people can go and have a job to do. They want Nigeria that everybody is running away from because they are using their gun to kill people. Now that Mbaka has taken a stand to speak, the next thing now you will hear is that army are being sent, police are being sent, because this is one Nigeria they want. That is how they want one Nigeria, by killing everybody, by labeling everybody a terrorist, because they want to stay in control by their gun, not by providing job. So Mbaka has responded to them that his one Nigeria is based on job providing, is based on the problem solving, not in creating terrorism, not in fueling or sponsoring terrorism. That the only one Nigeria that people can embrace is one Nigeria that creates job. He took himself as an example. He has 23,000 workers that he's paying salary, that pays to their landlord, that goes to market, to the shop with the salary to buy things, and the person in the shop make profit. That is what Mbaka was responding. For you to see that this one Nigeria can never work, because that is not the one Nigeria they want. Mbaka says that people contacted him that they can solve the problem of insecurity, create job. Because the insecurity of Nigeria is not because people are carrying gun. It's because there is no good environment. It's because there is no road, no job. Because that is what the people need. No health facilities. That is what generated even the agitation, that we cannot be able to endure such things. How can we live in a country where there is no infrastructure, and when you ask for it, they will send their soldiers to kill you, and those soldiers and those police, they don't even have shame? That most of them are being affected by the problem that IPOP are complaining about Nigeria, most of them. But because they use the uniform to also steal from the people that are being oppressed, they find it as a good job, because he can stop Okada man and they tax the Okada man to give him 1,000 if he will be allowed to operate. So they find it convenient. So since we'll also have opportunity to steal with the to steal from the oppressed people. Let's keep the job. So here Mbaka said people contacted him that they have solution. He contacted them to discuss with people who has solution to the problem that they are solving today. But do you know these people? Because the Nigeria that problem can be solved is not the Nigeria they want. They want the Nigeria where Fulani will go and hide in the bush. In the night, they will come out from the bush and they will kill the people in your village. That's Nigeria they want. They want Nigeria where people will be agitating for water, agitating for road, agitating for even common building of school, even by building hospitals. They want Nigeria that when people ask for it, agitate, they will send army to kill them. That is Nigeria they want. They don't want a Nigeria where you can provide solution. I always refer in this program, I refer to you guys because our people, Mazin Nandikani, speak vocabulary. So many people who are coming online, they also speak vocabulary. Me, I don't have vocabulary. I always use small things to explain things to people. There is one thing that happened in the Bible where a lady was prophesying, and that lady was prophesying, and the people are getting money. People are making money out of that prophecy that the girl was giving. But she was not possessed by the Spirit of God, but unclean spirit. When Paul met such a circumstances, he cast out that evil spirit, and the lady become normal. Then people who were making money from that lady, they rise against Paul. There is also one movie that also offered art, where he was pushing a man in a wheelbarrow to make money, to make his daily money. Then the man, eventually they stop in a crusade and the pastor healed the man. Osofia become angry and said, why you heal him? Because he want that man in that situation, because that is the way he make money. Now, you know why these people wanted the Nigeria that problem cannot be solved. They took over in 2015. They are coming to fight insecurity. They are coming to advise your economy. And the insecurity is becoming worse. Your economy is drilling every day, dying every day. So you understand now that they did not come to fight insecurity, because insecurity is also part of the business from where they make money. That is part of the agenda and the plan. The people that are perpetrating this very evil are the people they created themselves and they sponsored. They make money for them. They use them to siphon Nigerians' money, telling you we are fighting insecurity. Do you know how many money that these people have taken in the name of fighting insecurity? And that money did not go into fighting insecurity. He goes into their pocket. It's a way of siphoning money. It's a way of stealing money. They keep budgeting money for insecurity, for security vote. So it's an additional money to them to embezzle. They are not here to solve the problem, because for them they are comfortable. For them they have home. For them they have fence. For them they have security. The only person that suffered it is the same way that a common policeman sees the police job as a good job, because he can also stand on the road and steal from you. That is the way also they see running a government as a good job for them, without providing solution to the indigenous people. Because to them, there is avenue. Problems that are there is not for them to be solved. They want to retain it so that they can be using it to be taking out money, to be stealing. This is what these people does. So Mbaka is proving to his respond here. And that's why we must support him. That if it's one Nigeria you wanted, it must be a Nigeria that is solving the problem. Solving problem. And by Mbaka standing right now is proving to them that their own Nigeria, the own Nigeria they work, that it cannot be part of the type of their own Nigeria. Who killed the people for asking for their right? Nigeria that only by God you want it. It's not by building road. It's not by creating job. They don't want the Nigeria that is creating job, that employing people. Why should they have that kind of Nigeria? They don't want it. That is why when you say the truth, they will label you terrorist. Because you are terror to their agenda. Watch what will happen in the upcoming days. And that is where supporting Mbaka come from. We must protect Mbaka. Mbaka, you must continue saying the truth. Because it's only the truth that will set you free. It's only the truth that will set you free. You will tell us the truth even about Buhari. Because I believe that Buhari, you know him, you met him last time. Is it the same Buhari that is in Aso Rock? Because you come to tell us that truth also. Tell us every truth you know about them. And the word is listening. The word is listening. These people, they only want Nigeria by airstrike, by army and police killing people, killing the indigenous people, and by planting Fulanis in the bush. Say they want Ruga, say they want Kato Konoli. All this is the work of the Fulani government, APC. This is Nigeria they want. Nigeria that kill people. Nigeria that convert people by force. Convert people into Islam by force. This Nigeria they want. They don't want Nigeria that people from outside can be running to say there is job in Nigeria. They don't want Nigeria that people will come and say there is road network. That people from outside, even other presidents from outside, could come and be treated in Nigeria for their illness. That is not the Nigeria they want. And you are supporting them in this kind of Nigeria that kill indigenous people. Mbaka have said it all. And we keep supporting Mbaka because if they want Nigeria, it should be a Nigeria that is creating jobs. It should be a Nigeria that the millions and thousands of graduates that are roaming the street should be working in a factory or should be practicing their profession in Nigeria. It should be a Nigeria that has a road network. It should be a Nigeria that has a steady light. It should be a Nigeria that can boast of health facilities and running water. It shouldn't be Nigeria of Hope Uzodinma that inviting armies into his own community to kill his own people, his kindred. So that is just the point. And we must go along with it. These people, if you are following our message, they don't want Nigeria that can give you peace. If you are supporting their one Nigeria, you are in hopelessness, as Mbaka is today, regard to the effort that he has made personally, individually, to support a democratic government, campaign for them, so that they can, based on the promises they have made to Nigeria, so that they will come and they solve the problem of Nigeria. But all they become is a Judas that hand over Jesus. We are now under the mercy of the terrorists. We are now under the mercy of the Fulanis. Instead of providing solution to insecurity, they allowed us to be under the mercy of the Fulanis and the Boko Haram. And our people are being forced today, forcefully to convert to Islam. That is too bad. That is too bad. And the Mbaka will continue speaking the truth. Mbaka, be loud. The world are waiting to hear from you. The Bible says that the world are waiting for the manifestations of the sons and daughters of God. Those who will pick up this very truth. And it's very, very shame to people who has what it takes to speak out this very truth that are still in hiding. That are still in hiding. Your voice needs to be heard at this very moment. Because it's very important that the souls and the blood of Nigerians and people who call themselves Nigerians that are dying in Benue, dying in the north today, their blood will be required from your hands because you refused, you sugar-coated the truth. You refuse to say the truth. Their blood will be required in your head, on your head, and their blood will be required over your generation. We must come out now to join ESN. We must come out now to support ESN with full force, because they are people choosing for the job. Or else terrorists will swallow you up, because they did not come here to provide any solution to the insecurity you are facing. They are not, Mbaka has said it, they are not here to give you security or give you job. They are here to kill you, either by the terrorists they hide in the bush, or by the one that are wearing uniform.
Even when Mbaka brought in people who could help to solve the situation, security problem, they rejected it. They rejected them and turned it into blackmail instead.
That is a clear. Who is even concerned about the blackmail of these very people? Can you just imagine? Imagine people that we are giving the resources of a nation to work for the nation, and what they could use to blackmail somebody is that person come to look for contract. Then those people that come to look for contract, you give contract to. What happened to them? Are they better than Mbaka? Have they supported your government more than Mbaka? What ingenuity did you see in him that will make you to refuse him contract, even if he seek for it? Because people who got it asked for it. What blackmail? Is that a blackmail? To show you how empty their brain is. How empty their brain is. And these are the people that so many useless people who are Nigeria are trusting their life into their hand. People as useless as these people are, you are trusting your life into their hand. What a failure. Do you know how precious this life is from God? You are trusting your land in the hand of this kind of people who can come and talk like this. He came to seek contract, and then he was not given. That's why. What kind of talk is that? Where does that base? Where does that base? He come to seek contract. What are the nature of that contract he come to seek? To build road? Is that not what Nigeria want? To build a hospital? Is that not what Nigeria want? Why didn't you give out that contract? So, Maz, nobody, I'm not concerned about their blackmail. I am only concerned on the truth that Mbaka is preaching out. If they have forgotten, they need to be reminded that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Mbaka's brother. As Mbaka ordained priest, also Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is also a spiritual son. The way the terrorists in the north, the Buhari come to say that attack on Boko Haram is attack against the north. The way that he felt that the terrorists that are killing Nigerians are his brothers. The same way also Mbaka is feeling now. Nnamdi Kanu is his brother. Attack on Nnamdi Kanu is attack on Mbaka. Attack on IPOP family is attack on Mbaka. That is why we are calling them out. Support your own. Because they are supporting their own. For good 6 years plus, the Fulani people has been killing villages, killing indigenous people. And they have done nothing. They have done nothing. Yet they know where they are. They know where they are hiding. But they have not been able to arrest them. They are not able to take them out. They are not able to send a strike on the Fulanis. But people who said Fulani should not be eating what we planted on the farm, Fulani should not be killing our mother and fathers. They send, even by the support of somebody as a governor that should be protecting his own people. they send airstrike. They send killers. They went and killed Ikonso. Just that Ikonso said, Fulani Igolo in the government. Every day we are hearing the bad news of the Fulanis. Then Ikonso brought out his life to prevent the killing of the Fulanis. You conspired because he is not a Fulani man. Because he is not your brother. You conspired, you send your Boko Haram in uniform, in DSS, and your Navy, who are also Fulani herdsmen. You send them to ambush Ikonso and kill him. But you have not killed your brother that are killing people in the farm, raping people.
Mazi, even now that Mbaka have come out to criticize, DSS jump out and started issuing warning. Anybody that is criticizing government, that is making inflammatory statement. But we've seen Gumi, we've seen people, we've seen Fulani herdsmen, we've seen Mieti Allah coming to threaten the whole people, the whole country. Nobody is even questioning them. Mazi Solomon, I think we have to round it up so that when we come back by your morning, we'll be able to continue from the issue of UWAZURIKE. Yes.
I wanted to talk about UWAZURIKE because even if it's 2 minutes, you can give me to talk about UWAZURIKE in this very program. Because I talk about UWAZURIKE, onwelike ton buziali libalola. Iwotago?
Okay.
Anyị eburu ọkụ eji ada nli n'ọkụ ebe a. Anyị kwesịrị ịdị na-follow matter the way it is. I am talking about the nightmare of UWAZURIKE.
Let's take the clip. Let's take this clip a little. Let's take the clip of UWAZURIKE.
Mazi, if the clip will take us time, we might come back and play the clip.
Just even if we play it for like the first line for like 5 minutes, then let's see. Let's see.
Okay. Now the Kano sent his unknown gunmen to attack me last night. Perhaps he thought my security men were like the Nigerian security men in Canal Highway and intimidated them. Who will see his men and run away their guns and they will enter the offices, their stations and burn them. It's very, very fun. It's very, very fun. You sense you are unknown gunmen that was wicked. I don't know what's about anything like that. I know you very well, and I know that you are an inconsequential fellow. The most cowardly person on earth. I know very well. I brought you up. Everybody like Oshimiri. Oh, I'm here. You can see. I'm still in my exams.
Mazi Pat, can I make my comment quickly because I cannot lie down here listening to UWAZURIKE. What he said, go to UWAZURIKE page. Everybody can go there and
you can even go to my page. You can go to my page
or go to Patrick page and listen to UWAZURIKE because he doesn't want my time. Talk less of the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or the time of Pat that is sitting down here. I don't know people that he want their time. Now, when I saw this very video, I believe that this man was just sleeping and he's having a nightmare and he just wake up with pajamas and come out to say what he was.
The nightmare was the question and answer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that morning. That was what woke him up. Because he was listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broadcast that morning, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu blasted every other agitation. And somebody called in and asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if he cannot work with Mosob and other agitators. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said you know, he's Mazinam so many things that if they are serious that they should join IPOB, and he questioned the basis of their agitation and called out Uwazurike. And Uwazurike, you know, as a student of Mazinam Kanu, was provoked because that video came about 30 minutes or 1 hour after the broadcast of our leader Mazinam Kanu on the 2nd of May 2021, which is 2 days ago. And that was it. He just, because there is another clip again where Asari Dokubo said that Mazen Namdekan also said unknown. So if the unknown government is pursuing them all over the place, Mazen, continue with Uwazurike first.
Okay, thank you very, very much, because I'm going to bring the whole thing together under just some few minutes. Now, I call it a nightmare that he was on his sleep, and because he was thinking about his life and what his life and everything, and then eventually he had that very dream, and he wake up to start blastering that Mazen Nandekano. But the point I want to draw home there is that the only thing he wanted to prove is that there was a time when Mazen Nandekano was the member of MASOP. And for there, Mazen Nandekano actually sees that this man is not performing. And there is every need for any serious individuals who wanted Biafra to move on. So, and that is it. So he bring the point that I brought you up, and that so people will hear that there was a time Mazen Nandekano was there on his search for Biafra. And there was a time that also Samuel was under Eli. And that is true. So now Uwazurike went on that unknown government, that Mazen Nandekano sent unknown government. Now, he did not tell us where Mazen Nandekano mentioned that unknown gunmen are going to Uwazurike house, that he's looking for Uwazurike. He never tell us where and when Mazen Nandekano said it. And when the unknown gunmen come to his house, did they knock and say, Mazen Nandekano sent us? Now, is there anything that IPOP is doing that has no name? We launched security outfit, which is ESN. Our agitation has always been under IPOB. Is IPOB and ESN unknown government now? Is their name unknown government? That Uwazurike could not say he sent ESN or he sent IPOB members to come and attack him. And he could also call their name that I know them by name. This is the person who come to attack me. And I could also remember Uwazurike coming to say that Southeast is very safe. We don't need security. So Uwazurike actually fortified his house and he has security. And the people that he's claiming that he's fighting for has always been killed in the farm. And Uwazurike did nothing to secure their life. And he did it because he felt he is secure in his own house. So he has no thought for another person. That this issue of insecurity in the Southeast, people being killed in their farm, this strong security that Uwazurike claimed that he has never sent them to the farm to defend our mothers, defend our fathers, defend our people who are suffering year to year to plant a crop, and Fulani will come and level it. And yet he called himself Ijele of Ndibo. Yet he called himself a prime minister. So he's the same like Buhari, who doesn't care that his kinsmen are killing Nigerians. He said his security is very strong. And the people you claim that you are their prime minister, they are dying in the farm. And you didn't do anything. So Uwazurike here has a very strong security that is guiding him. And yet, he's coming when ESN is launching to say that we don't need security. Why did UWAZURIKE have security? For you to understand, Alan Abazo UWAZURIKE, he's wrong. I think something is wrong. UWAZURIKE need an urgent attention. He need an emergency. He came to say when ESN was launched, we don't need security. That we are in a safe haven. There is no security. While UWAZURIKE himself has a security. Can you see how wicked people can be?
Ọwọgbu ndị ọ na-achị.
Ana m abịanụ na amarọ m download egwu Ọsadebe a. Eze na-awọrị ndị ọ na-achị. Na-agụ ndị mmadụ agbapụta anyị afọ agụ. Ọsadebe prophesied it. He sang it in his song. So UWAZURIKE has security, and yet he's comparing that Southeast doesn't need security. We don't need security. So he has security. I can't say Now, I want to point out again. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us that UWAZURIKE kidnapped him. And we thought that he's just like he's the quarrel that is going on between UWAZURIKE and Nnamdi Kanu. Until today, Elohim now forced UWAZURIKE to use his mouth to say that his job is to kidnap the people that he come to fight for. He kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For me, UWAZURIKE is a liar. He said he gave him money for his wedding. He supported his wedding. The same wedding is taking place. You are telling the same Biafrans that you send people to kidnap somebody you support to have wedding, to marry. Now he did not use that money.
450,000 to support his wedding. You still went ahead to kidnap him on the wedding day.
To kidnap him on the wedding day.
Hi,
he is a liar. Now, to conclude this issue of UWAZURIKE, the fact remains that as he stands right now, I think that UWAZURIKE lacks idea. I think that UWAZURIKE lacks strategy as he stands now. And the Biafrans should not be taking UWAZURIKE serious. They should not be taking UWAZURIKE serious. Because he always comes to contradict himself. And what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said is pure. Mazi said in that question and answer, UWAZURIKE should abandon what he's doing right now and join IPOP. He should abandon what he's doing right now. Because he has no strategy, he has no idea. And everybody that is still following UWAZURIKE at this very moment should know that they are putting their life in danger. UWAZURIKE has security, but he's coming to tell you we don't need security. That launching a security outfit is playing to gallery. That we don't need. We are safe.
Well, he has already launched.
And today he came again to tell us that his security
in his house. But he has already launched
one in his own house, showing us
for his personal protection.
Showing us his house, his mansion. Security is there, but no security for our mothers, for our father. And he joined to conspire to kill a man, Ikonso, who came out to provide security for our father, for our mother. Because before the death of Ikonso, the same UWAZURIKE came out and said, security has covered your house, intelligence has covered your house, that means he was in the meeting where they are planning to ambush Ikonso. He was in the meeting where they are planning to ambush Ikonso. He supported it. Now, we must understand that something is wrong with him. And he is number one suspect in this restoration project. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say something. If you have the boldness to mention Biafra when others cannot do that, Why can't you continue? What has changed? Have you restored the Biafra? Are we living in the Biafra? Then why are you busy? Pure with your own. And this thing always happen. I want you people to mark this thing and connect the dot very well. Him and the person he called his younger brother, Asari Dokubo.
Well, let me take the clip
Asari
of that
Dokubo
one.
come
That
in a
one
very
just
short...
a few days. Wait.
The time, my time. I just want to mention it. We come back. Don't worry. We come back when
only 30 seconds. Maz, only 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds.
Some gunmen came to Isiodu forest to attack fellow Biafrans. Today at around 1 o'clock, some unknown gunmen came to Isiodu forest to attack the police security post that was built during the time of Amechi, that is popularly called C4I, between...
Now, Maz, I don't want to waste much of it. I just want Biafrans to hear because when you are saying maybe not everybody must have watched the clip, but this is voice of Asari Dokwo, who is also claiming that unknown government. So why is this people? Why is unknown government chasing them in the dream, Mazi Solomon?
So that is just the point I want to make. You know, when this same Asari Dokubo is coming because when they see the Biafra, once they see the Biafran agitation under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu making a headway or moving forward, they will always come with their propaganda. They will always come with their lies because restoration of Biafra will expose UWAZURIKE. For UWAZURIKE now, he doesn't want Biafra because restoring Biafra will expose him more. So even the same with the one is calling younger brother. What is his name? Asari Dokubo. Alhaji Asari Dokubo. Now watch this scenario and they connect the dot. When Asari was coming in the Facebook accusing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calling him fraudsters, asking him even for defense form. You know, defense form has died now. Hey, Anya no pusigi here na this struggle. Nobody is asking for defense form now. Defense fund is gone. Okay.
They couldn't achieve anything with
even Asari Dokubo, who did not contribute dime to IPOB, who did not contribute,
was asking for defense fund.
You defrauded our people. You took the defense fund. And when he has done that for only one time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu open mouth. Okubawa everywhere. There was fire everywhere. Asari come back and he begin to touch our plan. He begin to touch their own plan and say, if I have ever, he want to justify himself before people. Because they are all targeting our conscience. They are targeting our conscience. Hey, he want to get sympathy. He has sweared with our plan. He might be innocent. That they are targeting our conscience. But if you open that, you might equally see that this is not their plan. The moment Asari did it, the next morning, UWAZURIKE, follow, who doesn't have a base. He came also with the Bible. He want to swear. My younger brother swear yesterday. I'm swearing Bible. If I have ever hurt anybody, the same man who swear with Bible that he never hurt anybody is telling you he kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, torture him for 5 days. He does the same. He follow Asari Dokubo. So Asari Dokubo now come for him to play with Asari Dokubo. We are one. We are one in this crime. Asari Dokubo came, unknown gunmen visited somewhere, and we sent our commander. So Asari Dokubo, there was a video, Mazi, because when I asked you to download video, you didn't get that video. Asari Dokubo was the one screaming on top of his voice of insecurity in River State, in Biafran land. in the southeast that people are doing nothing. People are doing nothing. They send this Asare Dokubo, who were screaming that our people are dying and nothing is happening, is the same Asare Dokubo now who come to tell us that he has a commander. And he is the one who recently come to pronounce Biafran de facto government. The facto government.
They created also, Mazi, the same
even Biafra, even the black Biafra market of Biafran army. Now the same people. Mazi, let me make this point because you take the point out of my mouth. You know, the point I want to make here is that they are the same people who come to announce to us that they are now peaceful people. They want to restore Biafra in a peaceful way. They are just peaceful people. The same man who come to announce that there is a method, a tactics of a way of restoring Biafra through peaceful way is the same man who told us he saw unknown government. They told him he sent a commander, and the commander under heavy gunshot. So they have people who they are accommodating that have guns that can do heavy gunshot, and yet our mothers and our fathers are dying in the farm, and yet our people are being killed every day, murdered every day by the Fulanis. He called them unknown gunmen. He was not even able to call them Fulani terrorists. He called them unknown gunmen because they are trying to corner a word. After he has finished that his broadcast, his elder brother come. Nnamdi Kanu send unknown gunmen to my house. Can you just imagine such thing? Can you just imagine such people? Connect the dot. They just want, they have now planned to label our people unknown gunmen. They have planned to commit evils with the arrangement, and they will come out and they will say this is an IPOP, and this is a unknown gunmen of IPOP. But they have already planned to kill our people. They have planned to wear their masks and go and kill our people, commit mayhem in our community. Because UWAZURIKE has told us today that he has men that can break the security of Nigeria. Because he said, army were there, police were there, mobile police were there. He break them and arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So he now has a security. So what they are planning now, that they will use that their security, they will go and kill our people. They will come and say it is IPOP ESM. Because that is where they are going. That is where UWAZURIKE is going. But we know his plan. We know his plan. That he wanted to start kidnapping our people again. So as he was, because he said his business was to kidnap people. He kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for 5 days. So he's a kidnapper. He called himself a kidnapper.
It's not only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have met
let me say the one that come out of his mouth. Because even the law of court will tell you that anything you said will be used against you in the court of judge. He said he kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, kept him for 5 days. So he called himself a kidnapper. So UWAZURIKE is a kidnapper. So now he already conniving for them to start their kidnapping business, because they feel like it is ripe now in Imo State and River State. It is ripe, the time for kidnapping business. Because the other one talking there, they know how to kidnap the white people, and they will keep them and call for ransom. So their kidnap business is already ripe. It's an harvest time for kidnapping. So they are conniving on how to start their business, and they will come and say they are IPOP, they are ESN, but we are 1 million miles away ahead of them. They cannot succeed this time. They cannot succeed, because there is nothing you will talk about Masop. We make it happen. UWAZURIKE, apart from coming to talk about it, who make Masop what it is? It is the people you are neglecting, the people you are calling hoodlum, the people you are calling stupid. They are the people that make Masop what Masop is. Did you make it by yourself? It is we who come out to support it, that make it happen. And how dare you think that you alone, you are powerful without us, without the people? Our eyes has been opened. We are not here because of Mazen and Kanu. We are here to join and support every genuine move for restoring Biafra and expose everything that is being done against our people by people who professed that they are Biafrans, but in their heart they are the people eating our people up, eating us up under.
Mazi, if you can give me just 1 minute. Asare Dokubo said he set up a customary government, and they also set up a Biafran army. But when Asare Dokubo was making his statement, he said that he sent Niger Delta Volunteer Force to go and pursue the unknown government in the bush. So where are the Biafra army that is supposed to protect the Biafra land that you established? Where is the Biafra army? Why are you now using Niger Delta Volunteer Force instead of the Biafra army that you established, Mazi Solomon?
They are planning their game. They are seeing that if their game can have head this time, but everywhere we are blocked with intelligence.
Mazi, does it mean that Asare Dokubo is fighting for both Niger Delta Republic and Biafra at the same time? Because he has a set up Biafran army, according to him, and he has a Niger Delta Volunteer Force. Is he controlling two army, or is this army is one? He gives them the name that is convenient at any point in time. We are confused as Biafrans.
Yes, you must try every means possible to invite Asare Dokubo into this very platform to question him, because you know that I am not Asare Dokubo and I'm not working with him. I say to you, to these guys, they are not genuine. The problem they are facing, their challenge, there is how genuine person work. The Bible said a greater love than no one than this, that a friend will lay down his life for the sake of his friend. See, anybody who is genuine will be ready to sacrifice. That's why we are following Mazen Nandekano. If you are genuine, you will be ready to sacrifice everything for the particular thing that you are genuine about. But do you see these people that want to save their certificate? Emeke Siri, who is telling you he's using his certificate to feed his kid and pay his house rent. He cannot put it on risk. Do you see Uchemofo, who collect insurance certificate? He now become a peaceful agitator. Do you see all those people who cannot sacrifice little thing for their pursuit? You see UWAZURIKE, he's showing you his mansion. How could you wanted UWAZURIKE to sacrifice those mansions? Who is comfortable? A minister, he's wearing pajamas to come and talk to the people. A minister. Baloto. Ifele
Nightgown.
Baloto. They talk to the world.
A head of state.
Even Nollywoods, they respect themselves. But a man who says he's a prime minister with his nightgown, he's coming to address you. Anybody who is genuine sacrifice all. Anybody who is genuine lay down his life. A genuine, go to the Bible and read about love. Love is all about genuineness. Love doesn't know anger. Love doesn't know hate. If you see somebody who has a true love, who are genuine, he will be ready to lay down. IPOP has moved. The effort of Biafrans, who was Masop before, is obvious in IPOP. So therefore, they must understand and read Bible carefully. You cannot join an old cloth to new one. And you cannot join a new wine to an old one. This is a new wine. We have moved beyond where Mosop brought us. Under the platform of IPOP, we have moved beyond where Mosop brought us. They must recognize it. The way we recognize when he came out and they say about Biafra, we come to support him, and he brought us to where we are on the arrival of IPOP. We pick it up from there. He must understand that we are the same people. There is no different people that come to support IPO that comes to support Masop from the people who are in IPOP. We are the same thing. We have moved forward. So when that which is new come, then the old will be done away with, because we have finished with Masop. We are moving in IPOP. It's not about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There was no election to make UWAZURIKE the head of Masop. It's because he came out, and we see the zeal in him and we support him. So the same with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is no election to make him a leader. We saw the zeal and the commitment, and we have come to support him. And there is no way, because there is nothing that is prepared down. Like, the only way you can make a movement not to have a mistake is that when you have already brought everything that movement needs to succeed, and you keep it, all the resources they need to succeed, you keep it intact. You cannot say that a movement that are waiting for mass contribution, a movement that is waiting for contribution to do things, and you said there will be no mistake. And you say there will be no mistake. We do mistake. In any time you wake up to try something, you must make mistake. Mistake is part of the institution of learning. So you learn from your mistake. You keep getting better. That is the same principle in which when you are born, you cannot stand up one day and start walking. You will start crying. At a time you start standing up, you are falling. You are start standing up, you are falling. But you continue until your leg becomes strong on the ground. You will move to the next level of running. You started running. When you run, you fall. You continue. Finally, you begin to run. That is how you grow step by step. In every attempt, there must be tendency of mistake or failure, because that is what human is all about. There is nothing that can run completely when the resources were not ready. But look at Nigeria. Every resources were made available for them to succeed. They still fell in the midst of success. But IPOP with no resources, they are able to hold the members, hold the organizations up to date. On ega for the IPOP members, Poha Obuago, out of empty-handed, out of nothing, we are able to sustain such a magnitude of movement. On ega for the IPOP Obuago. Wouldn't you think that they have tried?
Mazi, there is still another video of a fake ESN that is trending. They said DSS arrest one ESN member, and they were questioning him. He said, "I still can carry forget." You know, so it was a whole lot of comedy. Sahara Reporter just brought it forward, and you know they are trying to bring in a lot of funny things to make caricature of the struggle for Biafra restoration. Mazi, by the way, we've seen UWAZURIKE, you know, when unknown government visited the governor's house, you know, we saw the damage they did there. When they visited places they visited, We saw, but when they visited UWAZURIKE, the compound was smooth, clean, nobody, there was no fight.
Mazi, see
Yes.
what will happen. Oh, see what will happen. You know, they will listen to this broadcast. You know what they will do? They will go and carry pump action. They will break some roofers. They say unknown gunmen from Nnamdi Kanu.
No, but they would have,
all
they would have done that. He wasn't smart enough. He wasn't smart enough.
These people very well.
Yes,
You don't know that I know these people very well. You know that I know them very well. He will go and break his roofers, break one glass or the other. Even his kitchen, he can put fire in his kitchen. Say, look at what the unknown government. So we are saying it now so that they will know we know their tactics. Do you understand? So, and when it come now, he will tell you unknown gunmen from Mazi, from Nnamdi Kanu. They come to attack him. What are they driving home? They just wanted to take side with the retired IG of police. That when the prison was break, they said without investigation, he says IPOP. So he want to blend anything they do now in the name of gunmen. He want to blend it that I told you is IPOP. I told you is ESM. Do you understand? And why are they working hard? Why are they? Let me make this point because I know these people very well. Very well. Why I'm making this very point is because why they are doing it is that they just want to give reason to the Janjaweeds. They want to give reason to the Fulani-led government for kidnapping our people. They want to validate the kidnapping of our people and the killing of our people so that they will label them that they are the one who break the prison. They are the one who did this, so that the innocent people, so that they will validate the killing of the innocent people. So we are telling them now that we knows that game. We knows that game. You are boasting of security, which you told us, I cannot arm my men. Onye awụwọ eze na-awọrị ndị ọ na-achị na agụ apụta ya afọ agụ mbọsị rile agụ ga-abịa ị ga-anọ na-eti ka nkịta gbadoro aka na akpịrị. No one will respond to you. So our people, they are only planning. They want to use that play game to plan on how they can give validation to Hope Uzodimma to continue to adopt, kill our innocent brothers and sisters, so that the killing of our people will continue. They want to blend all the operations. After they have gone the operation, gone their armed robbery, they will blend it unknown gunmen from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He sent the unknown gunmen to bank. He sent unknown gunmen to UWAZURIKE house. He want to play relevant because the video for the one for the governor is playing. So he want to show you his also mansion.
But he didn't play smart enough. God. He would have bought some of his vehicles, destroy some of the buildings, break down some of the fence. It would have made more sense. You know, he didn't even, no evidence, no footprint of, you know, even he didn't. Okay, now, Mazi, you say your security men are strong, you have built security around you. Why didn't your security men apprehend or catch or disarm the unknown gunmen? At least you should be able to hold one of them.
And they hold them, parade them.
Why did you didn't hold any of them?
Since you break the security of army, police, you arrest Mazi Nnamdi, you kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why you didn't kidnap unknown gunmen?
Unknown gunmen that came to your house.
Come to your house. And your security is organamo. Now, UWAZURIKE Gazuenike now. I'm this very man. I like him because he talk about Biafra when no one was talking about it. He should live with that glory. Coming in disgrace along with media. So he doesn't know this regime. The man said that he's a soldier. He's a lawyer, but he can see that he's not as an eloquent, as smart as a lawyer. Do you understand me? He's looking for word. Some of us he's looking for word. How can you gị na ndị ji ọkpa aga a competitor ọ bụrụ ndị nọ n'enu horse? IPOP on a horse ride. You are not able to compete with people who are walking barefooted. Then you want to compete with people who are on horse ride. Take that glory now. You know that this is the thing. You know, there was somebody that I pick up, a friend I pick up last time, and he was crying. I said, "What happened to you?" He said he went to casino, and he play. He gained money, and he play again. He gained money. Then this guy went and withdraw the money that he's supposed to use pay rent and live with his family. He went and play. He went and play, and eventually they swallowed the whole money in the casino. He was like,
don't you want said Mazi Solomon, he will still bring us someone to parade as unknown gunmen. And it's possible they can parade anyone as unknown gunmen.
Yeah, very soon. Yes. Very soon. That is what they are planning. But that game, we will squeeze that game. Don't worry. Don't worry. Biafran should not worry.
Just like people
DSS, who are working for you.
DSS is parading one. Somebody say he joined ESN 3 years ago.
3 years ago. He joined ESN 3 years ago, and he is a commander. And
no, he says he's on his own, that he's a one-man squad.
He's a leader, but he has no
one-man squad.
But he's not leading anybody. That he's only one.
Leading anybody.
You know, their movie are not selling anyway. We are here to counter the lies. There is nothing they can tell us at this very moment. We are ready, and our people are on the ground. And the most important thing is that people who are leading us, they are very smart. They are intelligent. They cannot compete with the intelligence of people who are leading us right now. Okay, so we have gathered so many experience. You are telling them, telling Mazen Nandekano to come back if you will not arrest him. That is a joke. That is a joke. You know the people you cannot dare are Biafrans. I don't know why. You know what this Biafran was in Mazop. You ride on them and you see how strong this Biafran is, and you are still looking at them as people. Somebody like you can beat. Somebody like you. UWAZURIKE, Gazweike, Galahola. There is nothing in your brain right now. Stop disgracing yourself. Live with your past glory. Stay with your past glory. If I'm you, I will not mess up that glory that I accumulated by talking about Biafra in the first place. I will not mess it up. UWAZURIKE, why should you be messing up that very glory? Hi, my God. You must be a lazy man. You must be a lazy lawyer. The money that they spend for you in the school must have been a waste because you are not intelligent. And look at the whole glory that you have occupied, and you are messing it up in the media by wearing nightgown to come and from your nightmare. So person that unknown government come to his house is still wearing pajamas, still wearing nightgown. The same morning
with a relaxed mind, though.
With a relaxed mind, telling us you are Asorok, telling the video man, the cameraman to show them your mansion, show them your mansion. Who can you intimidate? Even me here, I'm ordinary. I'm doing ordinary job. But if I tell you my salary in a week here, even your work, all your work throughout 3 months, you didn't aim such money in Nigeria. Who are you threatening with money or threatening with mansion or what and what? Things built with block. One single and everything will be on the. Who are you threatening with such thing? You are threatening people who are in IPOP, who have seen different types of money or million, who has built different type of thing. Are they the people you intimidate with second-hand cars that you packed around? So UWAZURIKE Jezuri Mazi, I will end from now. Thank you, Biafran, for listening to me. My name is Solomon Peter. I wish to be back when you bring me. Thank you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot take calls. In fact, we spent over 2 hours, 15, going to 2 hours, 15 minutes. Amazi, thank you for your analysis. It is very, very clear and open that people who have lost it cannot accept that they have lost it. At times in life, you get to a point where you become a father. And when you become a father, you leave the work of children for them to handle. You leave the work, or you cannot, as a father, be struggling position with your children. Maka ekele olu eke. Ekele olu eke. So these are the advice we are giving to the likes of UWAZURIKE and even Asade Dokubo himself. Asade Dokubo is no longer a child. These are people who are supposed to position themselves to even be peace brokers in this struggle. The likes of Asade Dokubo and UWAZURIKE are supposed to position themselves to be peace brokers, so that when the young ones are fighting among themselves in the struggle, they are supposed to position themselves to call them to order. No, with their experience. But instead of positioning themselves, how are they agadi now go fe? They are now, rather than positioning themselves to be peace brokers, bring their knowledge, advise every group, they are the one causing confusion. Asade Dokubo said that he set up Biafra Army. And when you came out the last time, you told us that you sent Niger Delta militant to go and chase unknown. So are you serving two masters at a time? That is the question. Are you fighting for Niger Delta, or you are fighting for, or are you using the two armies, or you are using one army that when it's convenient, you take the one that is available? I don't understand. You know why we are saying some of these things? Is because all our activities are written in history. Children that are coming in the future will come and look at your antecedents, things that you have done in this struggle, because everything will be written down. My own activities will be written down. UWAZURIKE activities will be written down. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu activities will be written. The contribution that we all made in this struggle, our roles. So when you are doing things, always think about it before you make any step. And I also want to use this opportunity to talk to people around UWAZURIKE, his cabinet. He said he had built a government, that he now have a running government. A government that cannot protect the people on the ground. A government that have no structure for security. How can you build a government in a struggle? How can you say you are building a government when you are still in a struggle? Now, the last video that he did when he was wearing yellow polo, he said if they want Biafra to come, that they should go and block the oil well in Niger Delta, that they should bring all the arms to go and block the oil well in Niger Delta. Now, you say Biafra have come already, and you are not telling us if we want Biafra to come again. I don't understand. You said that that Biafra is here, that you have already set up a Biafra government, and you still the same you that is telling us that if we want Biafra to come again. So I mean, you are confusing us. And the same you that said you are peaceful, how can you go and block oil well in Niger Delta with peace? Is it possible to block the Nigerian source of income peacefully? You see, so it's very, very important that those around UWAZURIKE should sit him down and start giving him the guidance that he needs at this point in time. Because it is very, very obvious that he's losing a big time. And the glory that he's supposed to enjoy from people like us, he is losing the glory. He's losing the glory. And it's very unfortunate. Don't have any ill intentions towards anybody or any of the leadership of the struggle. But when you start showing certain questionable characters, it is also our duty to bring it to the pointer so that Biafrans can see clearly. Why are you fighting against a man? Why are you fighting against your brother if really you have good intentions? To the point that you even said unknown gunmen sent by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, what is the evidence? You could not even provide any evidence to prove. You think Biafrans are stupid, or we don't have our own ability to reason. You said unknown gunmen visited you last night. No evidence, nothing to show for it. With all the security that you claim that you have that is stronger than Nigerian army and police, you could not even hold one unknown government, Mudo Yanendo, Gosiowa, that these are the people that came. Because even as at that time, back in those days when we were back in the village, even without arms, our villagers, sometimes they catch arm robber alive. I have been growing up. I have seen where villagers gather like this, catch arm robber live. Arm robbers that came to rob in the village. So why didn't you apprehend one of the unknown gunmen as evidence? Or even present a fake one? And you say you are intelligent. It would even be more smarter. Me present one person self like DSS. It will make little sense, you know. Show one or two glasses, you know, look at the damages they did, you know, show some food, nothing. I mean, I'm not advising you to go in that direction, but we are just telling you that if you want to do something, you do it well, or make your sense. After all, Nigerian police in do innocent person self will yanaka. You show that the intelligence you claim you don't have it. So you have to desist from some of these, you know, vices, accusing wrong people. We understand where your anger came because you were listening. UWAZURIKE was listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broadcast that morning, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu criticized some of the activities of, you know, UWAZURIKE, and out of that anger, he just did that video with pajamas that unknown gunmen came, and you sent unknown gunmen last night, and he was even there confessing how he kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his wedding, which many people didn't even believe. Many people thought that he was, at the time, that he was lying. You know, so I'm going to block this Ismail Ibitoye. I'm going to block, and because I'm blocking and deleting you. You know, so Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been saying for years that UWAZURIKE kidnapped him. But many people thought he was, you know, it was just an accusation until it now came from UWAZURIKE's mouth. That and he was even proud of it. And he was saying that he will do it again. Do you think that the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you knew 10, 20, 15 years ago is the same man? The guy have evolved. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have evolved. He's no longer that little boy you used to know then. And you have to understand that things have changed. UWAZURIKE, get it into your head. Things have changed. The little boy, at the point I was a little boy, and those who addressed me as a child in those days can no longer address me now as a child that I used to be. You need to get that into your head. You can no longer address Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as that little boy that you brought up. I brought you up. You are inconsequential. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is inconsequential, but his matter keeps you asleep all through the night. The inconsequential Mazi Nnamdi Kanu issue gives you sleepless night. If somebody is inconsequential, then why are you always talking about him? To the point that you are even accusing him of using unknown gunmen to chase you up and down, which is not true. So I want to, it's an advice I'm giving for everybody who wants to know, who cares to know. And I think we have to bring to the end of this program. I would have loved to open the line. Okay, let's see if we can open the line, by the way, for those who want to call in. If you want to call in, please indicate. Let me open the line. I want Biafrans to make their contributions. If you want to make contribution, please indicate. Then I open the line on the comment section. Let me open the line for people to call in. Those who want to call in for like, let's do it for like 5-10 minutes before I end the program. If you want to call in, let me open the line for those who want to call in. So you can call in to the program. I want to give Biafrans the opportunity to, okay, people say they want to call in. Okay, you can call in. The line is open. +393881779665. I want Biafrans to participate for the next 10 minutes. Let's take some calls before I close, so that I will also give our people the opportunity to air their view and also tell us what they think. And there is somebody that I've been commenting, threatening, and saying that when we come back to Biafra land, so somebody was saying that we should come back to Biafra land and all the blah, 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 and all the blah, blah, blah. That is by the way. I want those who want to call in. The number is on the screen. It's a WhatsApp number. Call in. It's a WhatsApp number, and you have just a few minutes to do so before we round up. I'm giving you a few minutes. Let's take this this clip, and we'll be right back.
Biafrans Got Talent exclusive.
As we continue to mourn the very great and talented, the console which is the chalice of God, the Holy Grail himself.
Biafran warrior, freedom fighter man, he goes is our hero, he goes in a wrestling at the paradise.
You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland. Your legacy lives on.
You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, benevolent soldier. My brother, you will live on. Because you will live on. Because you are a hero. Because
What keep your back?
To be avenged, because it is appointed unto man to die only but once. It is the way you die that matters. It is the way you exit the stage that matters.
The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost heart. You just have to say goodbye, my hero.
You left us, but you live on no bogo, Antequala Biafra, Njinji Cheji, Alajuroye, Iain Nurta, ESN Commander, Umunde Rayanye, Konsamwala. You are remorseless. You offended nobody, but they choose to keep you. You offended nobody, but they choose to keep you.
am telling you that you none. Let us tell him forth. That we all perish according to the will and wish of the Most High Elohim.
Because your death will be remembered.
As Biafrans mourn you, the whole world mourns you too.
It truly pains my heart that you are no more.
You are a hero.
The shock can never go out from my heart that you are no more. Continue fighting.
You are a hero.
Your sacrifices will never be forgotten. We will get Biafra. Reincarnate soon.
And the council will be avenged without apologies to any idiot wherever in the world. And work is ongoing to that effect. And we're not going to stop until the heads are complete. 2,000 of them.
Thank you very much. Welcome back, Biafrans. So while I wait for calls, which I'll be rounding up in the next few minutes, I want to take one or two comments. There are some comments here. Exactly, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a force by Jeff White Dove, not in the same league with UWAZURIKE. Some Christians see Okafor say we want to call, so the line is open, and I'll be closing this program in the next few minutes. We have Ismail. I have blocked Ismail anyway. Ismail Oluwabeniga Ibitoye. There is nothing wrong in clamoring for your Biafra, but the major problem is that you are not totally sincere. Biafra is an ideology that cannot be killed easily, but your lies have destroyed it. You tell plenty lies to cover up. You kill your own people and blame it on others. God hates the evildoers. It is Nigeria that have been killing our people. We don't kill our people. Ismail, if you are still following, it is Nigeria that is killing our people. The insecurity in Nigeria we see today is caused by Nigeria. And when we get Biafra, none of our people will be killed the way Nigeria have killed our people. The level of insecurity we see today, and I'm happy you recognize that Biafra is an ideology that cannot be killed, and I really appreciate that. But every other thing you said is contradictory, because every insecurity we see today in our land is caused as a result of the failure of the Nigerian state. The Fulani herdsmen killing is caused by the failure of the Nigerian state. And when Biafra comes, the guarantee for the safety and property of every Biafran will be made visible. So it is very, very important we address some of the issues. These Irene Onyik Sobona said these are conspiracy against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. They are working hard to eliminate MNK, but God will destroy them. Nobody can eliminate our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Impossible. Because the people are standing by him, and the words of men are the word of God. There is nothing anybody can do. I have to start rounding up this program. I want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for standing. It's over 2 hours, 33 minutes. And it is quite a pleasure for me to be here with you this morning. It's already afternoon now. And you stood by us throughout the time. Thanks for your comment. Until we meet again, my name remains Ikem Patrick DK. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Imana nwata chọba nke ya akpọbi ya ajọ mmadụ mana nke nwa ka nwa na-achọ
na-asụ Chukwu okike so ga-eje na onwere ife ndị ya ga-eme ebe fa na-egbutere gị na operation fighter dancing na onwere ife ọzọ fa ga-eme maka na ọchọ nke adị enwe ilo ụmụ Igbo ka ịchọ ọnụ ka anyị ọ sị na ya marọ emesịa aka na ị ga-amarịli emesịa